You see, following Jesus is not always going to be easy. And matter of fact, it's described in the Bible by Jesus himself that it's a narrow way to heaven, that very few that find it. And yet we are called to strive to enter into that narrow gate, to hold on to our faith, to not let go of who Jesus calls us to be, and not to lose hope in the one who was crucified and resurrected from the grave. He is coming back again for all those who believe and hold on to their faith in him. And you might be asking yourself right now, who is it that will be able to stand in the last days? Who is it that will really be able to stand against the powers of darkness and the rulers of darkness? It's those who really firmly plant themselves in their identity in Jesus Christ. You see, it's not the people who flaunt themselves, not the people who really open themselves up to the world and put themselves on a pedestal. Those people with the huge churches, the people with the large followings, this or that, who are going to stand in the last days. I heard a quote, and this is going to be very inaccurate to the quote, but the heart of it is like, it goes like this. It says that you'll be surprised who will be rewarded on that day. You'll be surprised who will be rewarded with many riches. Those servants that you never heard about, those servants who no one spoke about, never got the praise of man, but got the rewards from God. Those people who were hidden with Jesus and knew that being hidden with Christ, serving him and serving those around him, was better than being on a pedestal, was better than being on the highest of podiums if God wasn't there with them. So what does this mean practically in our lives? It's time for us as Christians to really stand up in who we are in Jesus. No more are we defined by the things of this world or who people call us or what we've done in the past, those sins that we've committed. We're no longer defined by Christ. It's time to set ourselves in stone in that prayer place, in that secret place where it's just me and God alone. It's time for us to get away from the things of this world, from the sins and the weights that so easily entrap us, and run this race with endurance, with our eyes set on the founder and perfecter of our faith, Jesus, for who the joy set before him despised the shame of the cross, but endured the cross. He endured the cross for us. See, I'm butchering that last part of that verse a little bit, but you get the point. We're here to be followers of Jesus, ambassadors for Christ, to live our lives for him. It's time for us to identify with Christ and not with the world and what the world wants to call us. You see, too long has the church in America and the church in Canada been asleep. Too long has the church not identified with Jesus, but rather tried to identify with this world. They tried to fit in, they tried to do all the things to appeal to the flesh, and tried to draw people in by giving them things that please their flesh. That's not how Christ preached the gospel. That's not why Christ went to the cross. Christ went to the cross and calls us to deny ourselves and crucify our flesh, to crucify ourselves upon that cross and to live by the Spirit of God.